In this video, I want to talk about the building experience of the Bluerolls ERCF kit. As you can see, I have it built up over the weekend. And overall, it's very pleasure experience. You got all the parts you need and everything fits together. All you need is the printed part. However, there are a couple of things I want to mention. First is, notice there are two kind of washers. There's actually 9 of these are used for the magnet gate, and the other location for these guys are on the gear motor. So this one is actually thinner than those guys. So those guys works better with the magnet keys and the selector, but those are not. So don't mess those up. Another thing is, obviously this drag chain is very thin and it's not openable. Even though all the wires are pre-crimped, the connectors couldn't go through the drag chain at all. So you'll need to disconnect the terminals with a little Sen 2 tweezer or whatever to push on the edge and pull it out, so you can feed the wires through here. On the electronic side, the heat sink is all included, and it looks pretty good. You don't have to do any modification for the heat sink, just install it as is. And also make sure you refer to the chart, because even though some wires are pre-crimped, I do see a terminal that is connected wrong. So make sure you double check before connecting to the board. A couple of things I dislike about this kit. First, I forgot to show the hardware kit on the box opening, but you see all these greasy bags that is left over. First, it could do a better job printing what it is. It's still readable. It's just a little hard to read, and it's just all these greases on the for the screws. So make sure you clean them up. Also, the 2 linear bearings here are soaked in the oil or grease, so which makes this rod really greasy. Another thing is the cable included. You'll need a USB-C to connect to your Raspberry Pi, and also 2 cable for the 24-volt power that should go directly to your power supply. So you can see they are not really long, so this kind of really limits your mounting options. I think you have no problem mounting this on the back side of the rung and potentially lower on the bottom. But if you want it mounted on the top, you might need to either remake the power wire or get a longer USB-C cable or extension. So it does the load and unload pretty successfully, and of course it's not perfect, like that grounding noise. That's probably I didn't calibrate the PTFE tube long enough, but at least it works. So all the electronics part works. You can see the power cable and the USB. This is the highest I can get. Installing on the back, there's no way to install it on the top other than getting new wires. I probably shouldn't install it this high, because this cable here is already kind of pinching. Here's all the other connectors. Overall, it works. So yeah, so far I'm happy with the kit. It's just a lot of work need to be done fine-tuning this. So I'm not sure if we need to upgrade this stepper to EMA 17. Right now it's a 14. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, so I'll talk more about this in the future. Hopefully this holds up. All right, see you guys.